Hello everyone, this is Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. You know, the energy drink reviews are something that goes a long way back on this channel. As a matter of fact, when I started out the Report of the Week 7.5 years ago, energy drink reviews were all that I did. And I did energy drink reviews continuously well into 2016. Now they kind of pittered out and became a little more infrequent. But when I say Energy Crisis, that's the name for the energy drink review series that I do. Just like with the food reviews, that's why I say Running on Empty, that's the series name. When I review energy drinks, it's called Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. And there's plenty of energy drinks out there, there's plenty to review. I think the last time I actually reviewed an energy drink was around New Year, so there's been plenty of new releases, and some have even went as far as to say that there is a new renaissance in the world of energy drinks, right? You see the Monster, I think it's called Ultra Zero, the white can. That thing that's the new water. Everyone is drinking that nonstop. Some people go, they bathe in it. They take showers in it. They substitute that for water. I don't recommend it, but some people do it. And that thing is the craze amongst the youngins today, as they say. Everyone likes to just guzzle down one of the Monster Ultra Zeros or whatever it's called and then go mow the lawn at 6 a.m. But nonetheless, this isn't Monster Ultra Zero. This is just another energy drink that we're trying out. But this has to have the most portentous packaging I've ever seen. It is probably the most ominous energy drink I've ever had. I haven't had it yet. I've seen it though. So I guess I've ever witnessed. It's called BeeBad Energy, and it's spooky. I mean, I think after we kind of delve through this, everything about it is going to send shivers down your spine, and it's just going to keep you up at night, because I know this has kept me up at night. Just the name alone, right? BeeBad. That's pretty scary in and of itself, right? It says BeeBad Energy Drink. Look at this. Bad is better. That's terrifying. It says powered by honey made with royal jelly and propolis extracts. The nutrition facts, serving size is this one can. Calories 110, 0 grams of fat, 0 sodium, 28 grams of carbohydrates total. That includes 28 grams of sugars. It has vitamin B6, B12. Let's see what else it has. It says store in a cool and dry place, best before see bottom of can. So whatever that equates to. For me, better not. 11/11/2018, so I'm safe. Safe for now, unless I'm completely deluded and it actually is November already. I wouldn't be surprised. The main ingredients for this: water, honey, carbon dioxide, citric acid, natural flavor, caffeine, royal jelly extract, not any of that, non-royal jelly, ginseng extract, etc., etc. Made for Bees Brothers, LLC. They're in Coral Gables, Florida. Product of Italy, though. Caffeine content, 80 milligrams. So, it doesn't have a ton, but it's still enough that'll probably keep you up if you need that boost. Product of Italy, gluten-free, taurine-free. BeeBadEnergy.com, they say. So, this is a sparkling energy drink. It's supposed to have honey and some caffeine. I guess I would only presume that they are trying to make a play off of bees, right? It's the bees in these. There you see there's a very agitated bee on the can. I can't really tell though. Before I delve into this, I'm just rather curious myself, right? So that's a bee right there, right? What is the anatomy of this bee? Right? Like you see which end is supposed to be the front end there? Guess the top with the big gaping hole in its head, I guess. Is that supposed to be its eye? I see the wings, and I guess that's the stinger. To me, it looks more of a wasp than anything else. I wouldn't really say that's a bee. Certainly not like a honeybee or anything, but whatever. It's the BeeBad Energy Drink mascot, and it's angry, and it's going to try to sting you and inflict damage upon you because it's just angry and bad is better, right? All right, we're just going to open this up. We'll pour it out, and I'll try it. I'll let you know what it tastes like. It'll be interesting. I'm curious if I'll be able to taste any of the honey, see how good or bad it is. Because even though let me get this up for you here so you can see it good. So that's what it looks like right there. And there I am behind it. I'm looming over the BeeBad, right? I'll tell you this though, in the world of energy drinks, I think we're all familiar with, the big names like Monster, Red Bull, right? Maybe Amp. There's a few others, Rockstar, right? But there's so many other companies out there. I mean, so many. And some of them are incredible. I mean, some of them are incredibly good, and there's a ton that are absolutely terrible. So just keep that in mind. Energy drinks are not something that everyone drinks, but there's a lot of good and a lot of bad in there as well. Doesn't have the best smell to it, I will tell you that outright. Smells very earthy. But of course that can be deceiving. Could still taste very good. I'm just hoping to taste some of this honey and a nice little sweetness in that regard. But we'll see, right? Fingers crossed. And with that, I think we know everything there is to know about BeeBad Energy. And hopefully this won't be bad. That's too good. You're really outdoing yourself with this one. But all right, let's hope for the best. BeeBad Energy going in. We'll take one more sip. It's a Thursday. May as well say it now. I should have said it earlier, but too late. It's a Thursday. If you have the chance, check out the newest VORW radio show. It has some really important updates about the show. Recommend you tune in at SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/VORW_radio_INT. Listen in on the radio if you want, radio station WBCQ or WRMI. Hear it on TuneIn as well or on Shortwave. Recommend you check it out. Some good music, talk, and important updates therein. BeeBad Energy. Looked more like a wasp on the packaging than a bee, but tomato, right? I guess BeeBad sounds better than wasp. Bad. Perhaps Yellow Jacket. Awful. It's interesting how it tastes. It smelled very earthy. And again, when I have drinks that have that type of scent, sometimes it tastes really good, but sometimes that flavor just leaks and bleeds over a little bit and just doesn't work out. Interestingly enough, though, the smell was not reflective at all of the taste of this beverage. When I drank it, it's lightly carbonated. Sometimes you have drinks where the carbonation is overwhelming. It is not in this case. It still has a certain smoothness to it, and the carbonation doesn't really interfere with anything too significantly. The drink itself is a little sweet. I wouldn't say it's bitter. Sometimes that caffeine, which is incredibly bitter, bleeds over a bit, but they did have some good sweeteners in this. It's sweet. The interesting thing, though, I certainly can taste the honey. Now, you know that honey is a very, very potent thing. I mean, I remember sometimes I used to get a pancake and I'd sometimes get some honey on it instead of maple syrup. It is deafeningly powerful. The honey in this It is not overbearing, it is not overwhelming, but this is the main thing that you can taste. It really does taste like honey. It tastes like someone perhaps poured a little bit of honey in here and stirred it up. Not a ton. I believe that really does contribute a lot to the sweetness in it. The honey comes in mostly as an aftertaste. Beforehand, as many energy drinks certainly do, as you're starting to drink it, it just tastes like kind of like a carbonated, little sweetened soda water. You know, that's what most energy drinks taste like. And then as you swallow it down, you get this honey aftertaste, and it's very interesting because it is not completely potent. It's not like it just overpowers everything, but you get this pleasant little honey aftertaste in the back of your mouth as you kind of swallow it down. So the honey is there. And I like the way that it comes in too, because again, it's not overbearing, it's not too powerful. You still taste it though, and you get a good feel for it, but it's not too much, it's not too excess. I think what the folks at BeeBad here did, they did a good job with it, is they perfected using the right amount of honey. Not too much, where it's just way too sweet, or too little, where you're looking for more, but just enough, and I think having it as the aftertaste there was a good call on their part. And overall, I really don't have much to complain about this drink. You know, for what it is, it's not a huge beverage. It's only, let's see what it is. How many fluid? I would imagine this to be, 8.4, the standard. It's not going to have the most caffeine in the world, but it's interesting. Try it out. I've never really had an energy drink before that is this reliant upon honey. I think it's something that you should check out if you're interested in it. I got this one at ShopRite, which is a grocery chain in the Northeast. I imagine, though, they may have it at your local grocer. Price for this, $2, standard average price for an energy drink. Therefore, out of 10, it's a novelty, but I think it's pretty interesting. So out of 10, I'm going to be giving this an 8.82 out of 10. That's an 8.82 out of 10, because I think it was enjoyable. I like the addition of the honey. Again, I think they just got the right amount. Tastes pretty good. And for what it is, I think it's pretty good for a novelty energy drink in its size. That's all that I have for you. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Today's review was for BeeBad Energy Drink. Thank you for tuning in to Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. I'll see you again in a few days with another review. Take care, and that's all. Have a pleasant Thursday.